joining us. Coach, we'll start with the opening statement about tonight.
Just really proud for our team, excited for the opportunity ahead. It's a brand new season. It's the most amazing time of year. And I know that we're going into this with the goal of making sure that we leave our tank empty, making sure that we finish this the way that we all want to finish it in a really special way and do our very best to get back to Birmingham.
Raise your hand for questions. We'll start up here. Oh, give me don't want to fall. There you go.
Because you guys have been on the not hosting split, just kind of, do you think they made the right decision?
It was more just the things that we can control. We have so much respect for, the committee and their decision-making progress, and honestly, that's not anything that is on my mind right now. My only hope and goal is to make sure that I put these young women in a position to be successful. And, again, we've been given the opportunity to get back to Sweet Home Alabama, and we're going to do everything that we can to make sure we get back to Birmingham.
Question for all three of the players. You all are very, experienced, in tournament. I want to ask, how that mentality changes from playing games in the regular season, SEC tournaments, now playing in do or die, win or go home tournaments. I want to ask how that mentality sort of shifts over.
You go first. It's a whole new season, tournament season, March Madness. You gotta flip the switch, you can play against anybody and everybody's good, so you gotta always come ready and prepared.
Yeah, like she said, it's March Madness, it's, win or go home, and so I think for us, especially as three, this could be one of our last games, and so we're trying to just go out and play. The first game with Green Bay is as tough as we can. It's going to be kind of, are you hungry or are you starving? We've got to be starving when we're going into this tournament.
Yeah, I agree with what they said. I think it's more urgency going into March Madness because you could lose a game and your season could be over. And I think we all want to prolong the season as much as we can. So, because we're fifth years, I think it's just an urgency.
To the back.
This one's for Coach. Green Bay hasn't lost since December 14th. They're on a 22-game win streak. How do you guys look to break that win streak?
Yeah, they're 29-5. They're 19-1 in their league. One of the best young coaches in the country, and we've always had such great respect for their league. Having spent some time in the Big Ten, I understand what their program's about. Again, just initially, I had the chance actually to watch their game the other day. If you're not playing, you're watching, right? So had a chance to watch that game, and I'm excited to get home here in a minute and watch a lot of more film on them because I know that they do a really great job.
To the front.
Coach, focusing on yourself over the last, at the close of the season, losing to Oklahoma in the first game of the SEC tournament, what will you emphasize this week to really prolong that season and get back to Alabama?
We had 104 practices as of today. We had a great day today, and we've worked really hard this week to make sure that we've been game pace, make sure that we've, had contact. We make sure we found the happy medium with getting a lot of shots up. So I love who this team was. It's difficult being on spring break and all your friends and family are out and about. And, so the way this team approached this week and with an urgency, and I know that we'll be prepared. I'm just excited for the opportunity, to win a first round game a year ago, to have that feeling in our stomach that wasn't so great in the second round, and to want to take it further and, have the opportunity to get to a Final Four. This group is capable and we're excited, and, there's so many great memories made this month and so much can happen. And, to be a 5 seed, it's a lot better than being a 7 or 8 where we were last year. And, it's more about me just wanting to send this group out the way they deserve to go. It's about these kids and the work they put in for 104 practices to be in this position and be a 5 seed. I'm really proud of each and every one of them.
Elijah.
Sarah, actually, what do you think are some of the things that, some of the keys to having an extended run in this NCAA tournaments and not, get kind of bounced early like in the SEC tournament?
Yeah, definitely defending and rebounding. You're not going to win games if you are not dominant when it comes to the boards, offensively and defensively. Offensively to give yourself some second chance points, but then defensively just because you can't allow other teams to get second chance points. So I think for us, that's really what we've been really working on this week is, our defensive transition and just being able to box people out because that's what wins games. The offense will come along with it.
To the back.
For Coach and the Alabama vets, this is the first time in the last the 4 years that you guys have been to the 5 years that you guys have been to the tournament, that you will play a non-power forward team and you're more so avoiding an upset as opposed to playing a close game. Is there a different process that goes into preparing to avoid an upset as opposed to playing a team that's in the power four?
No, I mean, I feel like our preseason schedule has prepared us. I don't think that we get caught up in that. We get caught up in respect for a program, and I mean, they've got 29 wins and won 22 straight and went 19-1 in conference play, and having so much respect for their program through the years. Style of play, they love to spread the floor and shoot the three, so do we. So I think it's really important that never ever crosses our mind. We respect everyone. The way we built this program is with respect for others and grit and hard work, and I think that, blue collar, and I think they're very similar to who we are as far as how they built that program.
I got two, if that's okay, just, you've had some rough years here, and just to get to this point where you're making 3 out of 4 NCAA tournaments and a 5 seed, just what does that maybe say about the patience you have had and maybe Alabama's had with you?
Yeah, I don't think, I think much about that. I'm very grateful that I'm able to put these kids in a position to experience this. I think we've been to 13. I think you would count COVID, it'd be 14. So we've been doing this a long time, and I appreciate the support of our administration and the belief in us. And I think that it was a really bad situation that we took over. And sometimes the way you build it sustains itself. So I think we've been able to sustain it because of the way we built it, and it took a little bit of a minute. But I think when you look at how we built it and the way we've been able to sustain it here the last 5 years and continue to take steps forward, the NIT, all the things that we've done, I'm really proud of how we've done it because we've done it the right way with hard work and grit and integrity.
And then for the players, she talked about it earlier, but the opportunity to come back to Alabama, just how much is that on the mind and maybe going to handle business in these next 2 games?
That's a great opportunity. Very grateful for the opportunity, let alone, we got SA, she's from Birmingham, and then Aaliyah, family in Huntsville. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to be able to play in Birmingham.
Yeah, like she said, for me, I think that it would mean everything to me. I grew up in Birmingham. I played at the Legacy Arena, which is, I'm guessing, where we're going to be playing. I don't know where else we'll be playing. I won 2 state championships there, and so just to be able to get back into that arena and just be there in front of my hometown, home crowd. I think also for the state of Alabama, not just for just me being from Birmingham and Aaliyah being from Huntsville. I just think for Alabama itself and this university, for us not being able to host, we're still grateful that we even get a chance to come back to Birmingham. And so for us, we just want to be able to have a chance for Alabama people to come and support us.
Yeah, I agree with what Essay said. I'm excited, and I hope my family can also come to the game and watch me one more time. I'm just excited, like Essay said, for the state of Alabama because it's exciting time. So I think it's just going to feed us even more to just get wins.
This question is from Zoom. You've had a minute to rest. How important is the rest and recovery process before heading into the tournament? Start with the players.
Yeah, we had a few off days. They even got us some pedicures and took us out to eat. So, I feel like we've got enough rest, and we've been putting in work like Coach said. So just balancing that out was real well this week.
Yeah, I agree with her. Just being able to rest, but also when we are on the floor, we're going really hard. They're pushing us. They're still wanting us to get better. So I think they did a great job this week with just the preparation of resting, but also, doing what Alabama needs to do and whatever we need to learn and move forward with, and that's what the coaches did for us this week.
We'll finish with last few. Yep.
Question for all 3 players. You've all reached 1,500 career points. You all have had accomplished college careers in your own ways. I just want to ask, what's it been like to play alongside each other, this past year, and for SA and Aaliyah the past 3 years?
It's been exciting, fun. I came from a program that did not do so well, and just coming here, it just feels like a family. The coaches are very loving and caring. I love my teammates. We have fun together. We're very close. I'm glad I chose Alabama. It's a really great university, and I've had fun these past 3 years. So I hope we can just go out with a bang and just have fun together and just create memories.
Yeah, I agree with her. Just being able to come back home and play for this university has meant everything to me. Obviously the past 3 years with playing alongside Aaliyah has been so much fun. She's definitely the best shooter that I've ever been able to play with. I've always told people, I'm like, if I have a wide open layup and she's wide open in the corner, I promise you I'm probably going to kick the ball out because I just trust her that much. And then obviously Zaay, like she's a vet. Just her experience and who she is as a person, I think that this past year for all three of us has just been a lot of fun. Like we all three want the same goals and we all three want what's best for the team, and we push each other. Sometimes we get onto each other, sometimes, you know, but at the end of the day, like, we just want what's best for the team, and that's what all three of us bring every single day.
We'll finish with Matthew.
Question for Coach, just scrolling down, looking at some of the games that Green Bay has had, they've held the majority of their opponents under 50 points. Been, you could use the word grit and say it's very gritty games, and that's something obviously that you guys have said forever. And I just want to ask, like, how beneficial do you think it is going into a matchup like this that a team that holds offenses to sometimes under 50 points, how important is it to just play a gritty game like you say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, you know, come down to hustle plays and, you know, being able to make shots. From just an initial reaction, and I have not had a chance, but if I remember correctly, I don't think they fouled a lot, and I don't think they turned it over a lot. But I've got to get to work, and so I know they're downloading everything on my iPad right now, you know, so when I get back, I'll be able to, you know, it's be a nice night to be up all night, so I'm excited. This is the best time of year as a coach, and you can't wait to get, you know, to your desk and go to work, so we'll do everything that we can to get prepared. And, you know, I think the biggest time of year is you do want to prepare for who you're playing, but you don't want to go away from who you are, so we want to be the best version that we can be, and focus on the things that have gotten us to this point, and, you know, the successful games we've had.
We'll finish. One more.
Just real quick, what's your all-nighter strategy? What's your go-to to stay up all night?
My go-to is, you know, either an Alani or Celsius, and I tell them all the time, don't drink those things, so.
We're not allowed.
But
No,
I
we're
usually,
not.
I'm a stay up late, so I love to stay up late. And if
She's
I'm,
a night owl.
yeah, so I love to stay up late, so I'm ready. You know, we're excited, and I know that it'll be a lot of fun. There's nowhere else I'd rather be this time of year.
Celsius is the way to go.
I know.
We're about to post
I know.
them tomorrow, so,
Word?
yeah.
Okay, well then I'll share it.
Shout
There
out
we
Celsius.
go. The non-fizz. I'm a non-fizz girl.
Oh, I like this.
No, I don't. I'll do it. But I'm excited. Yeah.
Alrighty. We're good. Thank you
Hey,
so
thank
much.
y'all for coming, and
Thank
thank
you.
you for coming, and thanks for covering Ace.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Shout out